Content that is of adult nature. The views and opinions expressed are not that of the SABC and are that of participating contributors and listeners and do not reflect that of the official policy or position of Metro FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 20 minutes after 10, thank you again for being present, not only for us, but more so for Anonymous. She's on the line. She's ready to wrap up the week for Ask a Man. The Naked DJ is right here as well. And of course, I think it's time for bring her on right now. Good morning, Anonymous.
Morning, how are you?
Good, thanks to you, Mama.
I'm okay.
Anonymous, quick one. Are you on speaker? Sound very far.
No, I'm not on speaker. Can you hear me now?
Much better, Anonymous. Okay, sis, before we continue, let me quickly read the house rules to you. With regards to our conversation, please maintain respectful language, refrain from any swearing or use of profanities. Our responsibility is to protect your identity, and your responsibility, Anonymous, is to extend the same courtesy to protect the identity of the people or the person you'll be speaking about. Anonymous, if you're in agreement with these terms on this Friday morning, please do confirm by stating I agree. However, if you don't, that's fine too, but we hope you agree. Do you agree?
I agree.
All right, sis, you're sounding still a bit faint, but I'll try to stop you if we're not hearing you clearly, okay?
Okay.
All right, talk to us.
So I've been talking to this guy for almost a year now.
Okay.
And, I mean, everything has been good. There's been problems, yeah. But my main thing is, whenever I bring up the conversation of us being officially together, it's a problem. He says I'm putting too much pressure on him. I know that his past relationships have been, a mess because he went into them too quickly. So, I don't know. I'm just confused. I like him and everything, but I don't think I can wait another year for him to make up his mind about me.
Have you engaged in coitus, Anonymous?
Oh.
Yeah, we have.
Yo, what was that for? Was it bad? Was it... I'm confused.
No, it wasn't bad. It was definitely not bad.
Cheers, Awena.
So you've already given him the prize, and then you have demands. You gave it to him without getting what you wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, come on.
And then, what must happen now?
I mean, the whole point of us talking, you were like, yeah,
You
we're
weren't
going to be in
talking.
a relationship.
You weren't just talking, Anonymous.
While we were talking, before the whole thing.
Don't let
We were
Naked
talking.
confuse you. Yes, we were talking.
We were talking. Yes, we were talking before the whole thing.
For a whole year.
There were conversations where he's like, I can't wait to make you my girlfriend, whatever. And, I mean, I've been waiting for a long time now. I feel like it's long overdue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's just not happening. I don't know why. Every time I bring up the conversation, he's always like, no, Kagiso, you're putting too much pressure on me again, whatever. And, I have no choice but to let it go at that moment. Because,
Okay.
to be honest...
So, if you guys were to be boyfriend and girlfriend, what would be different from what's happening right now? You would still be talking, you'd still be engaging in pleasures of the flesh.
Cheers.
Yeah. And then when we name it, we are now boyfriend and girlfriend. What does that mean? Do we then start posting
We're
it?
officially in a relationship.
Official to who?
To me.
Not even to the world. Like, I want to post him naked. I want to introduce him to my family naked. I want to take him around my friends naked. Because, Anonymous, you know what, ne? When you guys are in bed, you are official. But now, you are not official to the public, right? Because he hasn't said you are his girlfriend.
Yes.
So what exactly do you want? Hence, I'm asking you the question. The moment he says, you are my girlfriend, what is going to change?
You're going to move in.
The whole world to know that we're together.
Oh.
I mean, like I'm being hidden or something.
I hear her. Yes.
And if you feel like you are being hidden, you are being hidden.
Chances are.
But guys, I'm not even trying to make a joke, but Anonymous, come on. If you can't be in public, if you can't do certain things that boyfriend and girlfriend do, or people that are in a talking phase do, then you are being hidden.
Having a fling for a year.
Well, there's nothing wrong. But I think the only thing he's not... look, I would actually say the only thing wrong he's doing is by not letting you know, Uguti, you guys are just snacking and that's it.
Fair.
But Anonymous, come on.
He made it
you
very
can
clear.
see it. And in order, come on, see it and believe it. When you're just in denial.
You want more.
Anonymous, you guys don't live together, right? Like you said, you're just
we don't live
snacking.
together.
Okay, snacking here and there, that's all.
I mean, we spend most of the time together.
Most.
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah, but, okay. And then what does he do with his spare time?
He's at work, or, he's out with his friends.
Magic.
He's not
Yes.
married right now. He's not married.
No.
Okay.
And then how much time does he spend with these friends? And how many boys away weekends do they go together on?
Not a lot.
Oh, but they do, no?
Yeah, they do.
You know, the only way I can say this is ngesizulu. You'll translate.
I'll try.
Like, indoda ethanda ukuba namanye amadoda ngama weekends.
Okay, that we all understand.
Ayikho. Yeah.
Oh, Anonymous.
So, okay, so my big question to you, Anonymous, is when are you going to wake up? That's the question. Uyovuka nini?
Kwamele ngivuke ngoba angina-choice. I cannot wait another year.
You know exactly what to do now.
The weirdest thing is while you're waiting, he's living. No? Yeah, he's living his life the way that he wants to live his life. And you've been asked to wait. And you don't even know what you're waiting for. You know when he said to you, I can't wait to make you my girlfriend. But when you'd given him everything already.
For a whole year.
Like, couldn't you make him wait for stuff and say, I can't wait until you're my man so we can make love? But when you gave him everything, umuphe yonke. Yo, Anonymous, you gave him everything in every possible way, in every possible position.
Nekede manyana lo wena.
That's a good one.
You can't breathe more, eh?
And you're thinking about it right now, ne?
Wow.
You see, even those things that you used to discuss with your friends before, when you were dating, you're like, I'm not gonna do this for a man in bed, only when we're married. But when you went and you did all those things in bed with this guy, you're not even a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Mnandi perfect.
So Anonymous,
Yes.
take a deep breath and then find out exactly what you need help with today, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get into our news headlines. Anonymous, we're going to come back
Right.
again. Please don't go anywhere. Let me just do the headlines with Hopedi. Thank you.
Right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is LeeRoy. We are Mokoya Randa. We are listening to Ask a Man on Metro FM. We are not affiliated with them, but we just we love the show. So we decided to come here Monday to Friday to just listen. Then we discuss the matters there. Then 11:30, we have our own support corner there. So where we allow you to come through, and then we can give you help here and there, or maybe like we just have lively conversations. So for those who are new here, let's wait for the radio to finish. Then I'll give you a recap. Then we can start, right? Great stuff.
All right. right, so we've got Anonymous on the line this Friday morning edition of Ask a Man. The Naked DJ is here, and you, thank you very much for tuning in and for being of assistance as well with Anonymous. So, a bit of a summary before we just wrap up with Anonymous. Anonymous says she's been in the talking stage with the man for the last year. Now, Anonymous also says everything is going well and the vibe is good. But every time she brings up the conversation of them making things official, the guy says she's putting too much pressure on the guy. Now, Anonymous is also not sure if she can move forward being in limbo. She's just there in the air. Just like that.
Anonymous?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back to the beginning.
Okay.
How long were you single before you met this guy?
A year.
Okay, single for a year. And how did you guys meet? Let's take us through it, Anonymous.
It was just a
Okay.
hookup. That's it.
He DM'd me on Instagram.
Ah, okay.
Why are you saying that?
Ah, my naked wait.
You know, I liked what I see, what I saw actually, sorry. And then we started talking something. We went out on a date. We went to, to get to know each other, basically. And then that's just how everything started.
Your social media content, Anonymous. What is it? Are they thirst traps? Are they, like, what does it look like? Is it more thirst trappy, more business? If you were to describe it in one word, what would you say?
Fun.
Okay.
Yeah, so he
Content is fun.
So now he's so fun.
So
Yeah, it was a go.
But it's not, I don't have any thirst traps on there.
okay.
So,
But it's fun.
yeah.
So he just wanted to have fun.
Oh my God, naked.
Yeah, really, come on.
He DM'd you because this is fun. And when you say fun, it's like, is it like restaurants? Is it trips going away? Do you also photograph food before you eat it? And, just for the gram?
Hate
Then you
that
eat
shit.
it when it's cold? Like what is fun?
It's basically me and my friends going away on trips, and the restaurant staff also, and mostly
Okay.
me smiling. So
Yeah, and then when he sent you that DM, what exactly did the DM say?
hi, can I take you on a date to get to know you better?
Hi, can I take you on a date so you can get to know me better?
Yeah.
And then you looked at his page. And what did
Yeah.
his page say to you?
Fun also.
And who was he having fun with?
His boys.
Yeah, his boys.
And was he in a relationship? Had he ever posted any other woman?
No.
And you do know why, right?
Why? I don't know.
We do that to keep our options open so that we can have as many women as possible and not ever be linked to one. Ish, I know the guys are going to hate me for this, but sorry, fellas. I need to help Anonymous today.
Okay.
Yeah, because Anonymous, any man that won't post his partner, even once a year, like for Valentine's Day, nothing. Happy anniversary, baby, nothing. Aren't those red flags?
They are. They are. I don't know why I've been ignoring them.
Because
And acting like they're pink.
you feel like they are?
I've been acting like they're pink this whole time.
You see?
Shame, Anonymous.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is it about this guy that's kept you, like, what, forgive my figure of speech, but what carrot is he dangling in your face to string you along for so long?
As long as you didn't use banana, that's fine.
Okay, yeah.
That one I had
With
drink.
my past relationship, I've never really gotten, a sense of security, and this person is always, emotionally available to me. He's always there for me, and I can talk to him about anything, and there's not going to be paying off judgment from him.
But Anonymous, why do we compare relationships with other relationships? don't you have a set list of things you want from a relationship? Because the only time you take away happiness from yourself is when you start comparing it to someone else. Remember, we're all not the same, no? Like, even if you meet me, I might have good traits that this guy doesn't have. And it doesn't mean Uguti ignore the bad ones, which is what you did. See what happens when we start comparing things.
There's another flop.
You should have a set list of things that you want from a relationship. Not when I meet a man, I need to compare him to the bad relationship that I was in. Why compare him to relationships that you're no longer in? Those relationships did not work out. So it doesn't make this person great just because he might have 2 or 3, things about him that seem to be good. You must have your set list of things you want from a relationship, and you stick to it. When you start a new relationship, you start a new relationship with a clean slate. Your exes and previous relationships do not exist.
Yeah.
So that you can check your list. Your list is always the same. Actually, when you grow up, your list of wants from a relationship they can start to mature.
Yes.
So maybe the problem here is that you are not maturing. You are half living in the past and half living in the future. To say, okay, 20% of the relationship that I left, I like certain things, but then he makes up another 20%. So men are not puzzles, Anonymous.
Well, yeah.
You need to find out,
somehow.
what do I want? And you stick to what you want. Are you going to let this guy keep stringing you along?
No.
And why is this guy still hung up over his other relationships? See, the both of you are actually the same person. He won't give you what you want because I was hurt before. So Uguti urabubi umenzeni before you came into his life. Does that make any significance to you? So now you are nursing a man that got broken by another woman. Really? Is this what you're sticking around for?
No.
So now you have to say, Ish Baba Uzoba, yo Baba Uzoba right nini utin is chole. Anonymous, if he is still hung up on his previous relationship because he was hurt, because whatever, he must go for therapy for it before he gets into a relationship with another person. Because when you start new relationships, you start with a new slate. You had a whole year to heal and to get over whatever you are going through. He should have done the same. He should not be in a relationship. Because wena umupe yonke. And he's only giving you the tip. So this is all about what you want. What you want is valid.
Yes.
And if he's not willing to give that to you, how? Stop blocking your blessings.
I'm sure there's other men that also slide into your DMs, right?
Mary,
Yeah.
you want this one?
They are.
But okay, social media, DMs, no, anonymous. I'm sure there's other way that you can meet people, right?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. So try other things. I'm not saying that there's anything completely wrong with DMs, but there's something completely wrong with you having a set list of what you want from a relationship, but then you've been giving your all to a man for a whole year. You are not even a girlfriend. You don't even know with each Valentine's what's happening.
Ish. Actually, what do you have planned for Valentine's Day for him, now that we're here?
He's got a boys' trip away. He's going away with the boys. But it's fine. You know why he'll go away with the boys? Because he knows you'll be there waiting for him when he comes back. And you'll welcome him back with open...
With open legs
arms.
or open
Anonymous.
arms?
How? What were you thinking?
Shame. I mean,
Nothing.
Somewhere there.
Because he knows he can do whatever he wants to do to you, and you'll always welcome him back with open arms. Because we sleep.
As mar now a naked joke.
You know when a man will say Stanwa Sam, and you feel it and you see it. And then there's when a man doesn't say anything, but you can see deep down inside when you look into his eyes that he's saying Slima Sam.
Come on.
Slima Sam. It's Bangwa Sam. What do you say in your language? It's Dupunga Sam.
Wow.
Kuzo, your language?
In my language,
Stata.
100%.
Anonymous, what language do you speak?
Barian.
It's close.
It's Bangwa. Who's Bangwa? Who's Bangwa, son? Soze. Thank you. So it's up to you, Anonymous. You've got a choice to continue being Isbangla or to wisen up and wake up and get something that you really want.
Yeah.
Stop taking the tip, baby girl. You must take the whole thing.
Uti, yeah, you don't even say yes about Masina. Like,
Jeez, naked, man.
It's fine. Bye-bye, Anonymous. Bye.
Anonymous, thank you so much for calling in to Ask a Man. I hope that naked helped, but keep it locked because now South Africa is also going to give the advice that maybe you need. Okay, thank you, ma.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, let me just make this quick, actually, guys. Thank you very much. My name is LeeRoy. We're just listening to Ask a Man, and then we're gonna request for you to come through here. Then you can have your own opinion, and respect is the order of the day. You only speak when you are given the opportunity to speak. We don't wrestle with each other here. We respect each other. You can disagree with this or that, but then with respect. And thank you very much. Cool. So you guys can request to come in here. Okay. Okay. Quick recap now. So Nonza, she's been hooking up with this guy for a whole year now. Sharp. They've been hooking up for a whole year, so now they've been vibing, sharp. So now Nonza wants to take it to the next level, isn't to actually like make it official. So now this guy, he's always saying, you know what, like you putting you putting me in a very like tight spot, like as in like too much pressure more now with that. So yeah, so now Nonsense is like, hey man, you know what, like we've been doing this for like a whole year now, and then this guy still he doesn't want to, but then me I want to because she caught feelings obviously, yeah. But then like go 1 year hookup, come on, dude, like I know I would catch feelings also. Come on. Hey, subside and I'm alive, thank you. So yeah, man. So my view here, nah. So now she was like, what should I do now? Because me, I like really want this, but then he's acting like this. So how can I maneuver this, right? My view is very simple here. I get her actually, You can keep hooking up with the same person for a whole year, but like, okay, like there's no progress there, Oh God. So I mean, oh God. No. Shit. Yeah, actually, like, but I don't know how to do that. Okay, there we go. My apologies for that, guys. My apologies for that. Technology in Shapil. So yeah, so me, I'm like, man, like me, I get her, Joe. She's been hooking up with the same person for a whole year. Come on, bruh. I mean, like feelings now, like started, like they're starting to actually, it needs like get there, and there's a sense of breaking kind of connection, like beyond just like hooking up. So now for like a whole year, you can imagine, okay, now you want like something more solid, So yeah, but then now this doesn't work for her now, like this is very bad because she wants this this guy doesn't want to. So what's best for her age? You know what? Yeah, gumnandi fade if you like it here, gumnandi, but this is not for you, lal. Because clearly you are not being valued as a human being, happy as a person that you are. So basically, you are a she's a pocket pussy, nje, you know. She's nothing but that for like the whole week. I mean, like year now. So hey man, just pick your own little things like that, but you know what, like just go on mo Tinder, mo TikTok, or you know, like lady hookup happens, and hookup apps. And like just like Precious said last week actually, have hope, you know. You never know. You might find the right one who has is in like 9 10 marwena. You are holding on to this hookup, hoping that one day, shame, you know. Yeah, man, like just explore. Okay, Sab is asking how did they meet? DMs go Instagram. Just like we all meet. Kokela. Sis Norma says LeeRoy Maro hooking up for like a whole year is too much though. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying, Leonard. Guys, you cannot say you can hook up Limoto for the whole year and not have like some sort of a deep connection, bro, with them. So I mean, like, her feelings are valid, but now she's basically like building on what foundation? No, this shit is not gonna work. V says, I mean, Benita, at least she reached the end of her lesson early this year. Hope she learns. We can only hope for the best, actually. That's my 2 cents, guys. So please come through. Let me know what you think. And yeah, let's see how this goes. Because I can see there's no request here. Go invite the guy F. You know me. I'm very sick actually, like since Tuesday, because I had this thing called working chronic something rhinos, something there, like my nose. Oh yeah, acute bacterial rhinosinusitis, something like that. So I've been sick actually like since Tuesday, but now I am a lot better. Thank you very much for yeah yeah rhino something, guys. Hey, but then yeah thank you very much for actually those who showed up. Let's keep tapping the screen there, guys. Like let's reach 50K today, please, because from 11:30 we're gonna have a very cool conversation actually. So just stick around for that. So let's start with, okay, let's see. Should we start from the top or from the bottom? Good morning, guys. Good morning, man. Should we start from the top or the bottom, guys? But I want Precious for another last one, actually, because the rest is gonna pick up in like 2 hours. We all know her, but then still, we love you, Precious. But okay, yeah, I'm okay. You know what? Like, let's start with her. Now, guys, remember, you shouldn't speak for more than 5 minutes. Nah, please. Let's just keep it at 5 minutes or less. Let's focus more the solution of how we can help her. Yeah, great stuff. Hi, Precious.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm alive, eh? I'm really alive.
Okay, even me, I'm alive. Thanks for asking.
Oh, sorry about that, man.
It's okay. I feel like this today one is easy. Actually, I feel like this whole week they've been so similar. But anyway, it's very easy. Like she must just leave the guy. Do you know what I wish, ne? I wish that when women go Ugyo Jova, like to get their contraceptive, whether it's injection or pills, or the patch or that thing that goes up your hoo-ha, I wish it came with a teaspoon of histima that gets automatically released into your bloodstream, because you can't play me ndihleli ndijongile, in Mihlali's words. Like, you can't play me when I'm wide awake. Because how is it that for one whole year, I don't understand how women are comfortable to like have children for men and have sexual intercourse for men with men, but not hold them up to a certain level of commitment. I don't get that logic, because for me, the one must come before the other. I must have your commitment before you can have my body. Like for me, that's the logic. Like, I can't be giving you the most sacred thing about myself, and then I don't even have a mere, will you be my girlfriend or will you be my wife at the very most? Like, please, man. I just feel like, I don't know, maybe, like, I feel like I'm always missing something when people like say things like this, because in my mind I'm just like, how? But maybe, like, there's a reality that I'm not understanding, that, I'm open to actually understanding. Because for me, I always think about, if one of my friends came to tell me something like this, we are either not going to be friends because I'm going to tell you exactly what I think and I'm going to drag you out of that situation, or you're just not going to tell me. Maybe this is why my friends don't come to me, because as far as as my friend, I will fetch you. I will, what? It's madness. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would you put yourself in a situation like this for an entire, with what feelings? Kati emotions damang. With whose heart? Because, okay, fine. Sex is great. At the very most, when you're lucky, it's 1 hour to 2 hours, ne? And then he's off you and he goes about his day, right? And then what do you have? I don't have any sort of reassurance. You don't tell me you love me. You don't buy me flowers. I don't have anything except those 2 hours of your sweat on top of my bosom. Are you mad?
Sounds so wrong.
No, sorry. She needs to leave that guy. That's my take. And if there's something I'm missing, that, like, I would like to be enlightened, because why? Why is this happening and how can we stop it? And who is selling istima, so that every morning as women we can wake up and take 2 teaspoons of istima? Thanks.
Your own last born, ladies and gentlemen, the very opinionated Precious. She's also a great chef, so like, please follow her. But then let's just basically say, come on, Lala. Yeah, I feel the up like sex night, but then for like the whole year, how can I promotion, yana? Clearly, you're not being valued. But anyway, thank you very much, Precious. And up next is our father, our voice of reason, the one guy who looks out for every one of us, the one guy who actually, and like, you know what? Okay, it's fine, guys. Up next, it's KG Sohotudi.
I wonder when you speak lies, my friend. Do khamalele meso. Kupa sifpale akeno ukupilo kena da.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry. And you are coming from right? Oh, okay. Anyway, hi, Sis Balisa. And this,
Precious, I was Anonza in Dululu land for a whole 2 years.
okay.
I dated, we didn't date, I dated a guy for a whole 2 years. I don't know what happened, guys, but there was some gaslighting. But one thing about that guy, shame, poor guy, wabana jenga kaka guy wa Anonza, he made it very clear. Well, we are not a thing. He made it very clear. And then, but he will tell me he needs me and I enjoy having you around. And you are my what common sense, wara. 2 whole years, guys. This guy, if I start talking about this guy, I will not stop, because even now we are still in touch and he is still in need of me. And somehow I still have this thing of I have to save him. Meaning he had a car accident and then he was attending some physio, and you will not believe Dululu who was driving him around, leaving husband at home. I don't know. There's just something about these guys, Baba Gaslightanang, and they just know what to say, and they just know how to make you feel like, Bona, we thought, nah, this guy will not survive and I'm superwoman and this guy really, really needs me. And hey, Bona, but he would say straight, Are gonna, why do you want to put a label on this thing? You're going to spoil this whole thing. So pressure is this Dima. I don't even know what happened to it because look at Jayoko. If he says let's just go back to a situationship, I'm sure I will just go weak at the knees because he just made me feel like this superwoman who will always save him when he's got issues, and Bona, no one else can do it like me. And then go Kupelo, the cherry on the top of the cake. Even the Prinyakos were not that good. They were off. They were not good at all. Like those were like the worst Prinyakos I've ever had. But it was just not about that. I think at some point it was no longer about love. He just made me feel good about the kind of human being I was. And he just kept feeding into that thing. And I don't know. It was just not love. I assure you, there's nothing about a woman that will love a man who doesn't love her. There's just something it's feeding in you. That guy never loved me. I don't even think I loved him, but I feel good when I help him with something. Yo, bye bye, guys. My 5 minutes is over. Mara, bona.
Something sensible highly number bro. It's again no please get me like like the number demand or because I need that thing.
Hey,
So,
this
like I
guy,
really need that
I
one.
think it was a year. When was it? But now that I'm recently single, he came back. Aragona, he started some business, yadi chicken and what's not. And hey, you will not believe who funded that business. And it was me making it very clear that this is not a loan. I am helping you. It was not a loan. I don't want that money back. Giving him that money, and guys, it was yeah. Good, I can't even say how much it was. Mara, he did not scam me. I offered, and I told him it's not a loan. I want to see you only back on your feet. Mind you, this is somebody who had a better job than me, was driving a better car than me. But for some reason, I just wanted to see him prospering. And I just knew I'm not part of that future whenever he prospers because he's made it very clear to me that, no, let's not give this thing a label. We're going to spoil it. And, hey, guys, hi, I can go on. Like, Mara, it's not love, Shem. It's not love. One thing I can tell Noni, it's not love. There's just something this guy, or there's this thing of wanting to win. Eventually, I will win him over and he will love me. He will see I'm such a good person and he will love me. But trust me, when this guy was finally showing signs of loving me, I was so not for it. And I moved away. I actually ran away. But when he came back with the stories and the I need you, Bona, I was number one to jump. Let's laugh, guys. I just wanted to make you laugh. It's Friday.
I most palace what kissing Elena. No.
No, you're not.
Ke barata ba le bo ma 40 da.
Where Jesus? No, you are not. Border. Look, I already have my Tinder swindler. Look. That position he will forever occupy. Kiana number one scammer of my life. And I like it that way. Stop it, I like it. Enjoy your weekend, guys. I love you all.
Thank you very much, Sis Palace. Thank you very much. So, guys, do not be like Sis Palace. Do not be infatuated by Monatwa 2 minutes. Because, yeah, sharp. Anyway, moving on. Back to our father, Kagiso Khotudi. And I would like to apologize actually for that because we don't promote promiscuity here. So like that was just a joke, guys. Chill, relax. So KG.
Hey, how am I supposed to continue after what Palisa just dropped? There's no way. I even forgot what we were listening to at Askeme. No ways, guys. Wow. But I want us to have this conversation one of the days because no, we need to have this conversation. We have to unpack this thing of what is it then that, because I think from the crazy stories we've heard, there is something like some Achilles heel that every woman has somewhere in J where there's just someone who just knocks them off their knees and then it's gone. Yeah. Yeah. We need to discuss this one. And it would be great to find out if men have the same thing also.
Oh yeah,
It would be quite great to find that out. So maybe yeah, we should find out. We should find out. In any case, Anonza, dog. I need to remember what. Oh, Anonza Kidululu now. Yeah, I think um, quite simple. And I think the one word here, like the moment in J she started speaking, 5 seconds in, I was like, "Aras ka ra dlala ka mmele." This is why re sa dlale ka mmele, because o tla bo iphutlhere. I don't know how to explain go iphutlhera. LeeRoy, you can try and help there with the English, but you'll basically just be left with stones in your hands, literally. Like, it's just
yeah. I don't know.
exactly. So it's something else. But more than anything, I like how, even though it was tricky at first, but how Naked went about drawing the line and the story. He literally gave every woman out there a map of how not to get yourself in a situation like this, and him showing you what to identify when you find a DM, what to look for in that profile, what keywords are not being mentioned, how do you navigate that whole situation, what not to give before what happens, all of that was a lesson. And yes, he said it in a few parables, but I'm hoping that it was picked up, because literally that's just the roadmap of how to avoid being in the same situation as Anonza. And yeah, I think it was very clear that she ought to leave. The fact, you see, sometimes when a guy says to you, let's say for instance, she asks her, "Hey Joe, what are we doing?" And guy says, "Ah Joe, unkingetsa pressure, unkingetsa ing." At that point in time, what you do, how you respond to that, it's very crucial. It's either he will know hore o tlo mapaka wena the whole time, or he knows hore he's about to lose you. But at that point, it's very crucial as a woman how you respond. And the moment you stick around, unfortunately, you'll find out. So yeah, let's refrain go dlala ka mmele, and let's have conversation. Let's know where we are going, and then literally we will save ourselves from such things. I think that's it on my side. Thanks, Doug.
Thank you very much. And that was Mr. KG, our resident father. We call him the voice of reason, because, but again, kind of, because Rona, the kids, Rona, like, we just talk shit, and then he's like, no, no, my children, this is the solution. This is what's happening. So yes, we appreciate that. So basically saying, like, let's be vacuum, yeah, fair hook up this and that, but then, like, do not play too loosely, yeah, fair ragala, but do not play loosely in JNJ, because we're not points. No, let's be more vacuum, guys. Mmele ke tempele ya Modimo. Remember, re aga tempele. Remember that? Yeah. So we do that. So like, let's just protect it by all means. And like, this is just from me, nah. When you feel like you're getting the sensation to do this and that, use your left hand. It's forever handy. Hallelujah. Rakari subs.
We think some things they are just wrong.
How?
What you just said now is wrong. What do you mean how?
So okay, sorry guys. Okay, right. The word like
Finally. Wait, a person
by the way. So sorry.
when you are that person, every person has that friend that when that friend calls, you can't put them on loudspeaker. We all have that friend, Khora. Oh, when he calls, I can't put him on loudspeaker.
Sorry. Okay, sorry. Sorry,
Uh,
Mama. Excuse.
I didn't get the whole story, Sir Anonza, but I get the vibe as Yastur. And let me tell you, Barikibwan Nito, Ashifao. Um, let me tell you guys, ne, I've been Anonza, not as hectic as Auntie P, but you know where you had a situationship with the person and you want to put a title on it and they feel like don't now name it or label it or put a title on it because you're just gonna mess up things. Wabo. A situation like that, Lee, you can never get over that person.
Yeah.
Guys, you, and that's why, but you just cannot. So it does not matter what we say on Anonza now. Mina, I say Anonza must stay up until one day she sleeps and wakes up the next day and she decides, "Khore, I'm not going back there." Up until then, we can sing hallelujah, glory to Jesus. We can climb on top of the roof. We can, let me tell you, she's not going to leave Anonza. She's not going to leave that guy. She will find a person. Let me tell you the messed up part what happens generally. You move on and you find that is like a gentleman and that can sweep you off the feet and that treats you even better. Mara, you will go back to DJ LeeRoy. You will go back.
What
I don't
actually?
know.
Mm,
I don't know why, but you find yourself like Auntie P said, Khore.
yeah.
She found herself going back and she was the one that's helping when he had physio. She was there driving him around. Guys, I promise you now, I don't know what happens. So, and whatever we say, like I said, she's not gonna take it. She must keep going back. So now when it's like that's like that, it's like a drug that you can't get. You are hooked at that time. Wabo. So Arvani lawyer, Ustaila precious. You're an
Nah,
idiot.
bamloyile naye. Oh.
And Precious, you know exactly who I'm talking about. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
Mm.
So my advice to Anonza is she must go back. Not I'm saying she must go back. She must keep going back up until one day she wakes up and her heart say, "La, we are done." Only then she'll stop. Up until then, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, ne? Guys, you know what, ne? Like, there's a saying, Setswana, ne? Like, that goes, Pailo, it's just a rat. So, which basically means the heart wants what it wants. You can have the perfect wife with the perfect husband, marry. That one has good girl or a mangana guy you once had a good thing with. Hakatla no about hey subs, how are you? Oh, I'm telling you, you're gonna melt. But anyway, lack of discipline. Mm-mm.
KasiZulu they say inhliziyo ayiphakelwa. KasiZulu they say inhliziyo ayiphakelwa. Precious, please translate inhliziyo ayiphakelwa ngesilungu. What does it?
You don't dish up for the heart. No, that's like the as in like direct one that I can think of. You can dish up for the heart. There we go. Yeah, man. So, hey, just be responsible with it. Yeah, I mean, like we understand that we are human, we have feelings, and then you can't really control them here and there. But for yourself, let's try to be. But then, yeah, like she is but again, like saying that Anoza shouldn't leave until now she feels like okay, as in like me, I'm done here. But hey, in the wise words, Zakabra Martin, to each his own. You choose your own path. I feel it. And thank you very much. And that was subs resident Mother Arona. Yeah. Now we're gonna skip to Sister C. Hi, Sister C.
Morning, guys. You?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Mkhozi uphole lapho. Uphuze
Eish,
inhlonyana uzoba right.
bona ngine-pharmacy yonke endlini.
Nje.
Mm.
I just want to add on actually what Subs just said ukuthi inhliziyo ayiphakelwa, to each their own. Guys, wonke umuntu noma ama-advice singawafuna kayi-million. Uma kungasiyo isikhathi sakho sokuthi uyifunde, angeke uyifunde. So vele until baze bamhurta ila azosuka khona noma singamtshela ukuthi ayenzeni. One. Two, crazy how Well, I wasn't Anonza. I was the guy in this whole situation. You know, I was a person who chilled a lot, namachita. We understand. So our friends with benefits are bokuyizinto zami. Uyabo, majolo. Cause mengibona ukuthi abangani bami bathitha njani ama-girlfriend wabo. So it made me immune. Yabona sengenza ngibe ne-trauma for ama-relationships because I see how they are handling their relationships. And then I met a guy who liked me so much. And it was like, hey, Njayami, umjolo is not my thing. But let's push. Masibona ukuthi kuhamba kanjani ngisho. Siyachuba. And then he starts realizing ukuthi I labo friends with benefits mina bangisebenzeli ngifuna ukwakha nawo. Mara uyabuya uyangitshela ukuthi Nkhosi yabona lena izongihlula, uya understand. Nami sengiyacabanga ukuthi but this guy has been good. He does nice things for me. And even though we are not locked into this relationship thing, let me give him a chance because he's a good guy. Mingnalento ukuthi akusiyi type yami, what. And ama-traumas ukuthi amachita wami aphatha njani ama-girlfriend wabo. But I gave him a chance. And now we're married. We have a house. We have a child. So uyayibona ukuthi banjani?
That's fucking great, actually, man. You know what? Like, shine for you, but man can hold money. Yeah, like, shine for you, Braga. Bona.
Njayami, sometimes vele ezinye izinto guys noma singakhuluma kangakanani if akusisikhathi sakho sokuthi ufunde leyo nto leyo, it's not time. But don't be so hard on yourself. I'm a very optimistic person, guys. Nizobona, I don't like dwelling on the negative. I try ukuthi masikhuluma ngikulethele ukuthi mara maybe lento uyibheka ngenye indlela, uyayibo. So asazi ukuthi kuzoyenzakalani, maybe nabo bazoba right, maybe naye lo mfana loyo unama-reservations when it comes to saying you're my girlfriend because of ama-traumas wakhe, because of. So sizobona ngayo Mkhosi, but sometimes it's not that bad.
Thank you very much, Sister C. Money here too.
Oh yeah.
Sure. So for those who actually like don't understand Zulu like that, like she's basically saying like we can give the advice in the world as in like you all get from there and then, but then at the end of the day, if it's not your time, it's not your time. So she must learn the hard way actually. So you choose to stay, you choose to leave, that's you there. She must learn Uguti. She must she must love herself enough actually. Okay, cool. Yes, you like this, you like this, you like that, but this is not for you. You like it, but it's not for you. So she must learn the hard way. No? She must hear by the skin, basically. And thank you very much, C. And let's go to Limpopo now with Mr. Offense. Mr. Offense, how are you?
I'm okay. Doing good morning.
Great. Your line is a bit tricky. What's up?
So again?
Your line is a bit tricky and like there's those sounds again.
Oh my goodness, something is not make sure. I'll return. I'll speak after the next person. Thank you. Bloody hell.
Sorry about that, my brother. And that was Offensive from Limpopo. He'll come back later and let him fix his line quickly. And we're gonna jump to Mponyana. Mponyana, how are you doing? Mponyana from Pretoria. How are you doing?
You can't hear me, even now.
Oh yeah. No, you're good now. What's up?
No, I'm good, thank you. Hi everyone. I'm just up here not to delve into Anonza's situation, but to answer Subs. Subs said she doesn't know why we stay in these situations. We just do, ne? And the thing is, we as humans have a problem with seeing things through. Like, we will not give up until we get to try and see and feel horo, huso. So the situation with Anonza is until the guy finally puts a label to whatever they're doing, then Abamo a relationship with him, she's going to see her, no man, this is actually dumb. There's nothing that I was holding on to. This guy was never the boyfriend that I wanted. This guy, she's going to have all these realizations. But for now, she's not seeing all of these things because she's put him on a pedestal. Like, she's like, this is the prize. I need to earn that. I need to get that. The minute I get that, she's going to finally realize every single thing that is happening around her. And that is why no, they say that situationships, breakups are the ones that hurt more than the ones that the actual relationships. It's because you never really actually gotten to experience the relationship part of it. I hope I'm making sense. I see you making a face there.
Yeah. You know what, Nell, like you actually do actually like make more sense, because now like most people now they chase the
The
title and
high.
then yeah, okay,
Yes.
no, hey, why me my man, and then you're like, ah, Joe, come on, you know. Yeah, you can continue.
Yeah, no. So I wanted to tell Sabs that Hore, until she gets the prize, which is the title, she will not leave, and she's going to stay until she becomes depressed. This relationship is going to, oh, it's going to mess her up. She needs to choose herself. She needs to choose happiness and reevaluate her view on relationships, what she wants in a man, and stuff like that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mponyana. Sanje, like she's basically saying, Lene, you will hear by the skin. Wanda, like we can say this and that, but again, can I get what you want? Okay, no, guys, like let's be official, like let's be posting each other there. But then you realize that you really didn't need that, you know. Like that's like very stupid. So I don't know. Maponyana said she must choose her happiness, and me, I think like she already chose happiness, eh? Like just that now, it doesn't want her back like that. But anyway, let's choose to actually choose ourselves, no, like value ourselves more, because I see there's no more requests here, so we are left with 10 minutes. Then we are gonna close up this whole like Metro FM thing 11:30. So just remember to keep tapping your screens there, guys. Like let's reach 50K today, please, for me, you know, because I'm a special child, happy and guys, like me, I'm sick, guys. So please, okay, for me, send me roses and there, like those hatiki things here on my beanie. Please, guys, I would very much appreciate that. Oh, we have 2 more people like that actually want to have that. So we are left with 10 minutes now. So now we're gonna do this, right? Since Precious was here before, so she's gonna be the last one. So wrote like girlfriends, then V the chosen one. V, please mute your mic, OC. Thank you. So it's going to be Fenze, V, then Precious. So yeah, 2 minutes each, guys. Now 2 minutes each. Sharp. Let's start. Show Fenze.
Can you hear me well now?
Yeah, it's fine. Like those things are still there, but you know what, Nella, just talk. It's fine.
Okay. No, I just wanted to say that some of the mistakes that we do, mostly women in particular, they will agree on type of relationship at the beginning. In the long run, they'll want to change it, though maybe the boyfriend doesn't want to change it, because they might have spoken about, okay, we'll see where this thing is going, or nothing serious, we're gonna just date, you know. And when she's ready, because remember, they are also working with a biological clock, and the guy is not ready. At the very same time, it might be a thing of um, the guy is coming from previous relationships. He doesn't want any commitment, and that can break you. Though it's not fair that you are coming from a broken relationship and you are having some doubts in terms of commitment. It's not fair for him to do that if that's the case. At the very same time, if she really loves him, I think maybe she can, obviously she does, she can maybe suggest or ask questions. What's wrong? What's happening? How are we dealing with this? And maybe give him, some consequences in regards to the conversation to say, dude, if you don't step up, I'm going to leave you. Last point is that it is necessary that when you meet someone, you ask them or you tell them what you want from them. I always ask people, what kind of relationship are you looking for? Are you looking for a serious one, friends with benefits, sex partner, or we'll see where we are going? And a lot of them will be puzzled because they don't know what they want. And that's where the problem starts. Anyway, thank you very much. I'll also join the next topic.
Thank you very much, Saya. So basically, he's saying stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Bona. They're like, Khale hook up, ke hook up. Khale lenyalo, ke lenyalo. Khale the occasional, let it stay there. Because most people, mostly ladies, they would want more from like, as in like something this small. But you can then be like, fam, we spoke about this. We communicated very clearly. We are friends. When I want this and that, because you saw, but again, you saw both subs, yeah, like they're married and good and stuff. So I was like, now you like, now I'm with you. I'm not ready for that. Tlogelang the well, the hookup, or yeah, that's from KG. Is like, rather let's not do hookups at all, actually, because now, as in, like, clearly people are breaking contracts here. They say, man, oh, men are dogs. Oh, yeah, like women are, for stupid things.
Welcome back. Apologies for that. I don't know what happened to that LeeRoy. Okay, dokes. Everyone who was on the panel, you can request, come through. High pressure.
Hi, are we not moving on? It's 11:30 now.
Yes, we should.
What's the next topic?
Right, I believe. Let me just quickly check. Miss B, so you're right on time for the next session. You missed the first session, and we are here. Right, to everyone who's joining us for the first time, we are Makoya Rundown. I'm part of the team of about 6 of us here, and we literally just come together. We listen to Ask a Man in the morning, and we weigh in on the issues. We've just closed that session, and we have our own segment, Talk to Me Ndwana, where we discuss things and everything and anything that is close to us, close to our minds, things that usually build us. Sometimes we hear funny stories, sometimes we hear horror stories, and everything in between. As long as we can learn, we can become better people. And yeah, don't be afraid to request to get onto the panel. We just have a few rules about getting onto the panel. You will unmute only when you are spoken to or you have given permission to speak. We don't speak over each other. And yeah, we maintain respect at all times. You can disagree with an idea, a comment without attacking anyone. So that's how we roll. So yes, thank you so much. No, It was not your network. What's up, SG? Okay, so I believe the topic that Lee had today was to get in your heads this morning. And I don't know if I'm prepared for that, but yeah, masingene. What's in your mind, guys? What preoccupies your minds these days? We are now what, second week or first week of Fab. What preoccupies your mind? Would it be about the year? Would it be about your work? Would it be a family? Jolo, spiritual things? What occupies your mind? Precious, LeeRoy.
How toilets? The question yakho inzima. I like legit. I just need. I'll be back just now.
let's do some inner work, Bagit. Boule, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Hi, Boule.
Hello, how are you?
How are you doing?
I'm
Very well
good.
yourself.
I'm good.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. What preoccupies your mind?
So, what's been preoccupying my mind lately? So I had a conversation with a friend last week, right? And she was just like going on about how she is unable to forgive
Okay.
past relationships.
Okay.
You know, like so maybe like you're in a relationship and like it ends badly and you are like unable to sort of like let go and like move past it, even though you are like in a new healthy and happy relationship. So that got me thinking. And obviously I'm an overthinker. Got home or while I was driving back because we were having lunch. I'm like, okay, like I'm thinking about it. I'm like, actually, I'm in that kind of a situation and I wasn't aware and probably was not going to be aware if she did not mention it. So just to like share a bit, I was in a relationship like in my early 20s, like when I like just started working. I was doing my internship then. And I got in a relationship with a colleague, right? And brother was older than me. I think at that time, like I was like, what, 21? And he was like maybe 34, 35, somewhere there. But he was like 13 years older, to be exact.
Okay.
Yeah. And obviously we were colleagues working in the same department. And it started like as, you know, like just I was not really looking for a relationship at that time. I just like wanted to focus on myself and like just, you know, on my career and whatnot. And just to be like, I had just moved out of home and I wanted to be like independent, get my own thing, like just like, you know, get my things together.
Yeah.
And so the guy then obviously like, okay, no, let's just go out for dates and whatnot. And at first, like I'm reluctant because again, I know that I don't want a relationship. However, I end up like warming up to the idea. And I'm like, okay, fine, no problem. You know, we go out like on a couple of dates. And firstly, this is very important. I did not like him as a person before we dated. Like I did not like his personality at work. Like I just thought he was rude. He was like very like I just thought like he was just not like a good person at work, that is. Because obviously I could not judge his character based off of what I see at work because everyone is stressed out and there's deadlines and whatnot, right? Just to get that out of the way. So fine, when I go on these dates with him now, I see this different character of him, right? And I start seeing him like in a different light. And I'm like, okay, he's not actually that bad, right? Again, the age gap thing bugs me a lot personally at that time. And I keep on bringing it up. I'm like, dude, like, umdala and stuff like that. And like, how are we gonna work this thing? Because again, I'm not looking for a serious relationship or anything like that, but like I feel like I'm just only now starting to find myself, starting to like figure out what works for me, what does not work for me. And I feel like you've already concluded, you already know what you want, you already know what works for you and stuff like that, right? And he's like, no, like it does not matter. I feel like age is just a number, blah, 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 blah,
Sure.
okay, fine, no problem. And then maybe like a month goes by and I'm like to him, oh, can you come with me to church? And he's like, what kind of a church? And I'm like, I explained to him that no, like I am a Christian and like I believe in God and stuff like that. And I feel like at that time I can see that I'm starting to develop feelings for him, right? And I just wanna see if we align like in things that are very important to me and things that like I wouldn't be able to compromise. So I'm like, can you come to me to church and stuff like that? And it's like, no, I can't this weekend. And I'm like, okay, fine. I don't know, no train smash, because obviously it was like abruptly. Okay, fine.
Sure.
However, later in the evening, that's Sunday, we hop on a call and like I explained to him that, I would have loved if like you came with me. I really like enjoyed the sermon and I felt like it aligned with what I would have liked for you to hear, or for us rather to hear. And it's like, okay, no, next time I will come. I'm like, is next week okay? And it's like, yeah, no, there's no problem, fine. Next week again, okay, the week progress, and I feel like he's not like following up, and again, I might have been wrong, but I just felt like he's not like saying, what time are we going? And like, and whereas if like we go on dates, be like persuasive about it. We're like, what time do you want us to leave? Like what must I wear? Please help me pick an outfit and whatnot. And this time he's just like zip, quiet, nothing. But again, I'm like, okay, since I invited him, let me take it upon myself to like show more initiative, right? So I'm like, so like the sermon, the service starts at 11, and stuff like that. So like, what time are you gonna get here and stuff like that, to my place, that is, to pick me up, and then we go there. And guy, he's just like, I'm not sure, I shall see, and stuff like that, right? And I'm like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
No problem. Again, on Friday, before we knock off, I remind him, and he's like, okay, fine. I think maybe I can be there by 10. I'm like, okay, no, 10 is fine, because like it's like a 15 minutes drive from my place. Okay, fine. He comes and we go to church, and he's just not his usual self. He's not like enthusiastic about the whole thing. Okay, not a problem. Anyways, we get to church and fine. We come back and he suggests that we go out for lunch, and I'm like, okay, no problem. We go out for lunch, and I'm like, so how was the sermon? Did you enjoy? Is there anything that stood out for you, like, and stuff like that? And he's just not interested. Like, he's not interested, right? And I feel like I was hurt. I got hurt because, again, like, God means a lot for me, and I was very like intentional about making sure that if I find a partner or even someone that I like, we need to align in certain things like my belief and things like that matter to me, and things like I feel like sort of like make me the person that I was at that time, like things that I feel like ground me, So seeing that he's not interested, I was like bummed. I was like, this is not going to go anywhere, right? So, okay, fine. I'm like, okay, maybe it's not a big deal. We've only just met, So I shouldn't like sort of push him to come to inkolo yami in a way, right? I must also like show interest in things that matter to him, and then in the later stage, then maybe if things work out, then we can discuss that part of life, right? Okay, fine. I let it go, and the
Bule,
relationship goes on.
let me interrupt you for a sec. I'm gonna ask you, I'm very sorry to do this, but I'm gonna ask you to kind of speed it up because we have a number of people who will speak and we end at around 12:30 or so. So if you can hit us with the main points and we wrap the story up.
Okay. Sorry about
Thank
that.
you kindly. No
Okay.
problem.
Okay. Anyways, things progress, and in the later stage of the relationship, obviously now we pick up at a lot of differences in terms of like, again, it's not just now the church thing, but a lot of things that like, before we get there, the guy is like, okay, I want us to like be sort of like committed to each other. Like, I want to marry you and all of those things. So now the relationship is very serious, right? Okay. But along the talks and along the line, we discover that there's a lot of things that we don't align in, and things that like things that we don't align on, and things that are very important to like each other as like individuals. And the relationship now, like I make the decision for myself without talking to him that I don't want to continue the relationship, because I'm just like I would say it's not like difficult for me to cut people off, and like it's something that I've been working on diligently. So I'm like, okay, fine, this is not gonna work. There are things that he values that I don't align with, and there are things that I value that I feel like it doesn't align with, and it's okay, right? And
Sure.
remember, we work together, we are colleagues, and we later on, like maybe like a week later, we have the conversation where he's like, okay, maybe you should have just told me that like you want us to end things, instead of like mising me and all of those things, right? And fine. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, no, we called it truce. Everything is fine. You know, we can continue with our work relationship and everything's gonna be fine. But no, okay, like just like he becomes like the meanest person I've ever seen. Like, he's rude to me. So like mahlangana, maybe like a kishini, he will greet everyone individually and not greet me. Like, he's just petty and all of those things. And even though, like, glory be to God, soon after, like, I got another position in another company and I moved, I just felt like I never, it left a scar, because I was just like, I did not deserve any of that. So when my friend brought up that conversation, and I've been like thinking about it to say, actually that was not good. So it's something that has been on my mind, and I'm glad that I came across this platform where I could just like offload it and just let it go. So yeah, thank you.
We appreciate that. We appreciate that. And if you don't mind me asking, currently, where are you? Are you in a relationship? Are you happy? What is, because now you gave us a bit of that background, and well, I'll ask other questions afterwards. Where are you right now? What is your
Currently,
state currently?
I'm married. I've been married for like 5 years now. Happily married with 2 kids, and I'm in a very healthy relationship. So I'm very happy. I'm a very happy woman.
Wonderful, wonderful. We thank God for that. And now, looking back at, or after now, what your friend has shared, and you're looking back at that relationship, what do you think you have not healed from, or you have not let go of in that experience?
I feel like, more especially now that I've just had this conversation, is that I feel like maybe I expected more from him after seeing that, oh, there's a good, remember when I started, I said that I did not like him as a person at work. And then now we went on this date and I saw a different character, like outside work. And I felt like maybe I took that and I ran with it, in terms of, oh, this guy is a good person, he's very understanding, he's very mature, he's very caring. So when I picked up on parts that maybe I sold myself a dream, it hurt my feelings. And I felt like we both tried to end things amicably, in a good way, but like when he switched on me, I just felt like I did not deserve that. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And with this, do you think it has to do with him, or it has to do with you? I understand the experience that you had and how it made you feel. But looking back now and you asking yourself these questions, my assumption is that, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, you are happily married, so this issue is not affecting your current marriage. It's not the issue of the one that got away and things like that. So is it a case of it is what he did to you, or it is about you allowing yourself to have put yourself in the situation where you got burnt?
I think it's the latter for sure. I feel like
Okay.
because again, like I mentioned, I did not want to be in a relationship. I wanted to focus on myself. So I felt like I should have stayed true to what I wanted at that time and not force myself to get into things and then have like expectations, because I feel like I had a lot of expectations and they were not met, and obviously I was very disappointed. So I blame myself. I take accountability of my part in whatever that happened, because I feel like had I just like being honest with myself to say I don't want a relationship, maybe I wouldn't have been. But again, I'm a firm believer of that, like everything happens for a reason. And I felt like also it taught me not to push my, like things that I want to other people. And I felt like it has played like a big role in how I handle my marriage now with my partner, because now I know that I need to communicate, and if things don't go my way, it's okay. I don't need to push my agendas on other people and expect them to just run with them.
Okay, that's great. Okay, and what now are you? Because what it sounds like to me, and this is purely my opinion, and this happens a lot, particularly where we kind of fail to distinguish whether is it because someone has hurt me, or is it because I'm disappointed in myself that I allowed myself to be in a situation where I got hurt in this way. Especially when you look at it in hindsight, where you see all these red flags and you're like, I shouldn't have. But oftentimes we are afraid at looking at ourselves and saying, no, but you are at fault. You did not listen to yourself when you said you wanted to not to be in a relationship. You saw the hints that this person is not, someone who switches, they're like this at work, they're like this outside of work. I don't know if that works, because it means they can easily switch who they are, and whatever you're getting it can be, just a charade. So the thing is, now we end up holding on not necessarily to the hurt of what happened, or to the person and what they've done, but because we don't want to look in the mirror, that thing will stay with us, such that even when you are in a relationship where you're happy and everything else, that thing that happened, you still remember it. We know now it's not about the guy. It's not so much about what he did to you. Yes, it hurt, but perhaps it has to do with you having let yourself get into a situation with your eyes opened. And maybe there's a struggle in facing that particular emotion, so that you can learn from yourself and then say, okay, Nishab, I did this. How do I make sure going forward this does not affect me? How do I make sure that going forward someone not aligning to my things, and it spreads across every relationship. It doesn't have to be a romantic one. It could be friends, it could be colleagues and things like that. How do you handle the fact that people don't align with how you want things to be done? Does that result in a form of rejection and the feeling of you are being rejected and you're an awesome person, or what is it? I hope that might just be a scuff team for you to take away.
Okay. Thank you. I don't know if you want me to answer that or...
You can. Feel free.
I feel like what you've just like said a mouthful, and it is obviously an eye-opener, because I feel like firstly, had my friend not brought up her experience, I wouldn't have like faced these emotions that I had buried down, inside me. And now that I'm getting this chance to actually talk about it, it's making me realize a lot of things, mostly just about myself and who I was then. And like luckily this incident did not like sort of like get back to a point where it now affected my other relationships, be it like family, friends, or whatever. But I feel like it's something that I did not want to happen to me. And I also allowed it to happen to me. I don't know if you get me. Because I feel like I opened that door. I allowed it and I was not like true to myself. And therefore, it was easy for me upon realizing, which, okay, this had happened, to just like shift blame and be like, oh, he was mean to me and all of those things, without looking at what I did, how I contributed to the situation. And like it's part of growing up at the end of the day. And I did not want to blame it on age, but like I was very young at that time. I was also trying to find and understand myself. And I wouldn't say that now like I know everything, but I definitely know better. I definitely know that you need to take accountability of your own actions, no matter if you were right or if you were wrong, or if you contributed negatively or positively. So it's something that I will definitely reflect upon and make sure that like I let it go completely. Because if I just ponder on it and then like just rub it off and let it go, it might affect me one day. Who knows? So yeah, I'm just grateful for the platform again.
No, much appreciated. Glad we could help. So yeah, I think I always say that as human beings, we must be okay with changing our minds. Sometimes we make decisions and we are afraid to change them purely because you think, yo, what will people say and whatnot. I say you make decisions based on the information you have available. The moment there's new information coming in, listen, reevaluate your decision. If the matter doesn't stand, make a different choice. You must allow yourself the freedom to do that. And I think we will live a little bit more nicer lives and be more kinder to ourselves, because we know that I did not have the type of information I needed. But now that I do, I'm going to change my mind. So thank you so much, Bule. And if you don't mind, kindly step down from the panel. The Jobek Makoti has been. So I'm going to add her. So that, yeah. So if you don't mind, do step down. Miss B.
Yebo,
How are you?
ke right lona le jwang?
Hamonate. Tlakatsong.
Nna mfete like ke confusegile ausi na bua a o itse bona nna mfete o tla boya
Okay.
tla boya
No stress. Hey, what I would also ask you to do is drop down so that we can give space for other people who are ready to speak, no? Okay, sharp, okay. I was precious. It's okay. I get a number or house will be ready.
Agirkiwile. Yo, also nobody called
Azanga
me
waro
Aus
ready.
Precious. I'm dull. Mara,
Okay, hey, last born, Zwagal.
thank you. Jwanong, I feel bad because Dobek Makoti said she's burning. So my issue is not like burning and nakrata ditaba. So like what's making her burn? After her, I will go if that's fine with everyone.
Okay. Precious.
That was so heavy. Yo, I'm feeling doesn't even compare. But anyway, on a much lighter note, hi guys.
Yes. Hello.
My thing that's occupying my mind is like the fact that I haven't done my vision board for 2024 and I feel like a Samsung. And I haven't done it more so because I'm like a bit scared to look at the vision board from 2023 and kind of face the things that didn't happen. Because I wanted like some things to happen and then like they didn't happen. So now in order for me to make a vision board, obviously I have to look at the old vision board and kind of like accept the fact that, okay, this thing didn't happen for us. Are we going to pursue it again? Are we going to try again? Are we just going to give up? So my personality, Nate, is that I'm like a planner. Like I'm like a chronic planner, like to the point where I think it's a mental thing. Like every single thing I do is planned out. Everything I'm gonna eat, for an example, I have a weekly menu that's planned out because I don't like not knowing what we're doing and when we're doing it. So every area of my
Yeah.
life is planned out. So it's a bit weird for me to be navigating the year without a vision board because I'm just like floating in the air, like, what are we doing? So I think
Yeah.
it's not even that making a vision board is a hard thing. It's not. It's more so that I don't want to like face the reality that actually like 4 or 3 or 2 or 1 thing didn't happen, because I feel like
Sure.
acceptance is defeat. And I know that it's not, but there's a part of me that feels like acceptance is defeat because now it's like I'm agreeing that, okay, this didn't happen. And so it's almost like when I accept it, I make it real because now I can live in my delulu and be like, oh, it's still gonna happen. Maybe this, maybe that. But as soon as I accept that, okay, it didn't happen, now I have to face that reality and actually like move on and like either pursue it again or leave it alone.
Yeah.
And also, if I pursue it again, what if I get disappointed again? And now I must deal with all of that again. Sana. I'm so tired. I just wish God would give me like a preview of my life and a tracking number so that I can leave him alone because kunini naye ngimbuza uSmaki ukuthi kanti hayi kodwa yo anyway. Yeah, so that's like on my mind a lot. Like I think about it often.
Sure.
And I think about like, I'm not those people who go with the flow. I don't like going with the flow. I need to know exactly what it is that we're doing, how we're doing it, and why we are doing it. So this thing of me like walking around with no goals and whatnot is just like, it's giving me alostro. It's giving me serious alostro because what is going on? So yeah, that's what's on my
I hear
mind.
you. Okay. No, that's good. There's a question there from Sister C. I don't know if you have an answer for it.
What if you succeed? I mean, Sister C, you're right. I could actually succeed, hey? I could actually get the thing and I could actually like prosper. But also like I don't like to be personal on public platform. But like some of the things that I require or some of the things that I want are contingent to other people's behavior. So they need to act right to be successful. And if they don't, which they haven't, hence the thing hasn't happened. If they don't, then I'm back to like dealing with the disappointment. And I mean, guys, I don't like struggle. Mina guys, I'm I'm not the begezela type. Angiyazi nje into ebuhlungu angiyithandi. So yabo nje into manje ngabe it's busy going on for long. Ngiyacikeka ngivele ngishiye phansi and ngiyaphuma kuwe and mase ngiphumile, it's very very hard for me to like go back because now my walls are up. Now I don't trust you. Now I'm scared. Now it's tricky. Yabo. So I feel myself getting to the point where I'm just like, you know what, God, it's fine. And I know I can't. He's like the Almighty. I can't ngalela smagate because like we're not mates, right? I understand that.
Sure.
But I'm at that point where I'm like, do you want to do this? Like if you don't, challenge. Yabo bese senze njani? Siya move on. Yabo nje ngoba yabona lento leyo ukuthi uAbraham uSarah balindi ingane 90 is no, I'm sorry. I hope it's not God's plan because no, I can't. Uzozabuye no Jesu. Sisalinde lento no.
So sorry. Sorry about that. I think I received a call. But in any case, can you guys still hear me? Because I know it sometimes messes up with the live. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Zaya.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Presh, I have a couple of questions for you. One, with the vision board, out of the things that didn't happen that you planned for, what other good things happened that you did not plan for? And are those things even better than the ones you planned for? Could you then rather look at the goodness of that happening that you never planned for and it's somehow working nicely in your life? It came in at the right timing and things like that. Have you done that question?
I have, and I'm grateful. And then I'm gonna go right ahead and contradict myself. Okay, look, there's some things on the board that actually did happen, and it was great, and we thanked the Lord, and it was lovely. Um, it's just that, do you know what I feel like? I feel like I'm an Israelite going through the wilderness for 40 years. I feel like there's something that God wants me to learn, and I'm not getting it. And that frustrates me because I feel like I keep going around the same mountain and ngapa, like it's like you see the story of the Israelites. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm busy telling Moses, I want to go back to the Galix. Why did you take me out? Like, what are we doing? And it's hard because I'm just like, okay, you can teach me the lesson in another season. And obviously, I don't call the shots, guys, in my life. If God says right now I must quit my job, I'm those crazy people who are going to quit my job. But but like it's hard because it's almost like a tug of war with the Almighty. And in comparison, who am I, like, legit? Right? Like I have a very hard time surrendering. Not because I don't trust him, but because he's got this thing of building character and taking time. I don't have that time, man. Like, I'm standing there as a
Presh,
leader.
I'm going to interrupt you again. So when at least I can speak to you directly because of reason of smagat. Do you believe that in your life and your walk with God, you can walk with precision? Do you believe that's possible?
Yes, I do believe that it's possible.
So why are we having this conversation?
Because precision is an outcome of surrender, and I'm not good with the surrender part. Precision is me going to God and saying, okay, fine, let's do it your way. And I struggle with doing things God's way sometimes in some areas. It's almost like it needs to be out of my hands. And if it's out of my hands, I can't control it. And if I can't control it, how do I know it's going to happen the way that I want?
Then let's then have a conversation about your surrender. You know, it's going to be a bit controversial, but even surrender itself is not you doing it. It doesn't come from you surrendering. It does not come from you. What I think you should be praying for is to have an encounter with him that will cause you to surrender willingly. That's what you need. And I'm saying this because the scripture that comes to mind is the 24 elders, or the number that they are, who are there. Every time they lift their heads, they see something else and nothing else but to bow down. So surrendering, in as much as scripture speaks of it, we almost make it as if it is us who surrenders. But more than anything, it is having an encounter with him that then says, not my will, but your will. I think that's the prayer you need to make, to have an encounter that has in itself the strength and the power to get you to a point where you will surrender, because at your own will and your own strength, you will probably not do it. I'm done. Sorry about that.
Before the something up.
Yeah, but let's let her respond quickly and then you can speak, LeeRoy.
Oh, sorry. I'll respond once when you're done.
Oh, okay, cool. LeeRoy, go ahead then.
What if like last week we had this conversation actually, press nah. It's for me, like whether we like it or not, we just have to practice patience, make peace with it, and just learn to trust in the Lord. Like literally, Joe. Like there's nothing you can do, nah, like, but then, like, one thing that I can promise you, there, in hindsight, you're gonna see, but again, wait again, and like, you had to go through that actually for you to learn this. So, like, you had to do this, to do this. So, like, now you are where you want, okay, you wanted, to be, because you had to learn those things. So, like, sometimes we really just have to practice patience, because, like, me and you, Presh, we are exactly the same. We are both last bonds. We are used to getting shit now. But then now, this is real life now, fam. You have to practice border. You can cry. You can want the POP more. Mari. We just have to be patient and keep walking. Nah? Because now, like, me, I believe that, like, what's for you will definitely find you. Just like Alexa said, working divine timing. Yeah. So Nje, we just have to. When I just keep cooking for your husband, then like one day Gordon Ramsay will see you. One day. No? So fam.
Zezo. Come through, Precious.
Let's see here, guys. As being ish, I think I was expecting like a pity party, and you guys are not like the pity party vibe. So, thank you for what you've said. I just want you to know that it was not easy to hear, but I will take heed to what you've said.
He's a pleasure, ma'am. He's a pleasure. And side note about these vision boards. The part of the reason I was asking you about if you believe you can walk with God with precision, part of it is not having a vision board out of your own head. A vision board should be, according to me, a map that He has given you. And yes, it does not necessarily look the way that you want it to look in terms of, you turn left, you turn right to do what, because it is not so. I don't think God is interested in you achieving the things that you want to achieve, but more so interested in who you become, because we are in the walk with Him to become. So it's not about to attain, to take this, to receive that. It's about how we become. And in you then getting these instructions from Him, where He just shows you a glimpse. This is what you're doing this year, and you focus on that. Everything else becomes Him walking with you. That's where faith comes in. So we plan and put all of these things, but are these our plans or His plans? And if it's our plans, which Bible are we reading? And when we said His plans are not our plans, and His plans are never to, So, re follow mo kae? So let's, I think we need to just, yeah. Offense, I see your hand, sir. Come through.
Hi, can you hear me, brother?
Very well, very well.
Fantastic. I can correct me if I'm wrong, Precious. You are a Christian and you believe in God. Try this thing. It worked for me. When you pray, pray that God must remove the fear that you have. That's number one. Number two, when you draw a vision board, draw it as a reminder of what you want to achieve, not as something that you actually tell God indirectly that I want this and this has to happen in 2024, because you'll have anxiety attacks, you will be disappointed in yourself, and once you become disappointed in yourself, you become disappointed in God. And I like what KG asked. It was so profound. What have you achieved that was not on the vision board? Because now there's a lot of things that you achieve, but we don't recognize them because they were not on our vision board, right? So that is necessary. that we give him the power and the authority to take care of us, to be in control with us. I'm going to give you an example. I asked God that I need a job that is paying me better. And I lost my job. 3 months I was frustrated. I didn't even pray. I felt like, then I got a job that was paying better. I'm happy right now. Then I said to him, I was listening to this podcast. I can't remember the podcast. It's an American podcast, but it's very, very interesting. And that guy said, if you have doubts with your partner, ask God that the people that are around you, he mentioned a partner and friends that are around you, if they are not the right people, remove them from myself, from my life. And that happened. It was also painful. And sometimes we ask God things that we are not actually ready for, you know? So let him take control, and slowly but surely you will definitely get rid of those anxiety attacks, and your intuition will be, it will balance, it will align with him, you know? Have you had that intuition where it is so strong that you want to turn left, but your intuition say take the fork, take the right, and when you take the right, everything is good, but when you are resisting with the intuition, something goes wrong. It goes in, it's not easy, but that has helped me. It's a process, but at the very same time, since you are part of the family here, I think it will really help, because people like KG, they don't just comment. They come with a professional help in terms of counseling, and I think you have offloaded a little, and now. And I like the fact that they were not quite nice to you to babysit you. They hit you with facts, you know, and I like that you were expecting them to be nice and be like, no, no, but you know. And I like this platform because they tell you the truth, they tell you the facts. So maybe do that, recreate, or do that relationship with him, to say take control and teach me to let you take control, because it's not easy. It is not easy, but you will grow on your spiritual platform. You will be more matured in terms of spirituality, and I'm telling you, you will come back here mid this year and be like, hey guys, guess what, 1 2 3, you know. And again, you mentioned something, going back, sorry to go back to the two ladies that were here before, Precious. You mentioned a very important thing, KG, when you said she must actually ask the lawyer if such things she can actually offload on this platform. I'll advise people, when they talk about sensitive things, they should just use a private account that people are not aware of. I was also worried when the lady who was speaking about the ex, that might actually make some challenges in her marriage. Maybe someone is here and he knows the husband, because there's two things. From my side, after being part of this family, I understand that she was talking from a counseling side. She's disappointed in herself. She is not well mentally, and she's maybe also angry and upset. But one can take it as if she's still in love with the guy. They haven't finished the business, and it's not like that, you know. So the moment you talk personal stuff that involve a family member, that might involve your partner, you have to be very, very, very sensitive in how you address it, and come with a different account, because we are 87 now, but not all of us are having positive mindsets. Not all of us are good people. That's my piece, and thank you very much.
And thank you so much, sir. Much appreciated. So yeah, that's that, Presh. And I think I remembered something while Offenza was speaking, but now it has balek at me. We with the issue of oh yeah, now I remember. You know, Precious, when you're speaking about some of your plans being contingent on other people acting right. There are ways to work around that, and I say this because if you're working Nosmagat and he's a people of hearts, or he deals with people's hearts, so that's where the door that you enter with generally, and you deal with it in that manner. And I think when you one other thing, last advice, I'll let it be, is that uh, maybe now that you don't have necessarily your vision board, go into your prayer closet. Don't walk out until you have a vision board. Try that. And yeah, you might be surprised. Benis, I don't know if you were in the comments all
Sorry,
along.
Mr. KG.
Yes.
I want
Yes,
to pray
ma'am.
kodwa siqashiwe we oh siyokhuleka ngesikhathi
How?
sakabani abelungu basilindile. Because what if I
You
start
were
praying
not
at 5
cautious.
a.m. and then he tells me at 6 p.m. I must take leave ne? I'm joking,
And
thank
he
you.
makes a way. He makes a way, and it's like a way maker. He will make a way. Don't worry about systems of this world. He will deal with it. It's all good. Come through, Bernice. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good, and you. A long time. You
A
were
long time
saying
indeed. How you been?
you were saying you don't know if I've been in the comment section.
Yes, like you followed up what the topic is.
I didn't follow up what the topic was. I was doing a lot of it, but I came here
Yeah.
for Glaciers. Yeah, because I did hear what she what she shared with
Yes.
us, and I thank her. I'm appreciative to her that this is one of the things that a lot of people are struggling with, but they don't have the courage to talk about it, where you feel like you are really sinking and you want things to be in control. And we are wired like that, whether we like it or not. We all want a sense of order, a sense of I'm on the right track, a sense of this. But we also need to understand that a vision board for one, or in a particular approach or principle for one, is got its own exceptions, and or rather that what works for one or what works for a million doesn't necessarily mean it works for all. I've achieved a lot of things without having, I've never had a vision board. I think the last time I had a board, I had something where I said, I want to get married by the age of 23 and to buy a house and whatever. And the problem with that is that this is what a lot of people do not understand. When you are putting certain expectations and you have a vision of where you are going, it's good to have timeline as your guide, right? But you also are never prepared should things get out of control. So it's important that you go through the journey of saying, of somebody or an accountability partner, or through therapy, somebody who's able to assist you before, like once you are complete, you've completed that vision board, to say what are the steps that you need to take should this not work. Now, I'm not talking about the alternatives. I'm talking about your emotional capacity to deal with it when it goes beyond your control. And oftentimes we do not talk about it. And so other people are able to achieve milestones of so many things without necessarily using a particular approach that is used by everyone. For example, New Year's resolution. I don't do that crap. My year begins on my birthday. That's when I throw my crickets and whatever. It's how I honor myself on my birthday. That is the 1st of my January. Okay. And it has worked for me. There are certain rituals that I do. I do photo shoots. I do certain, I will maybe pray and fast for whatever, and then I will look back. And the other thing I want to say is, when you want to go the route of a vision board without learning the art of appreciation from where you are to where you are now, from where you were to where you are, it then does not work effectively for those who want to use it. You need to be taught how to appreciate the little of things, because such people become extremists that end up looking at the all or nothing, and all or nothing is one of the ways that people really get affected mentally. Mentally, right? Their mental health gets deteriorated when they focus all on none without even realizing that they're doing that, because they've got a guideline, and anything that is next to it that seems like that, they are not able to appreciate that, so that should things do not go their way, they are able to pick up from the energies and from the victories of the present to moving to the next step of, okay, we are faced with a problem, where do we go from here? And for my lady also, and majority of us who might be also in the same boat with her in terms of the anxiety levels that we kind of like experience when things don't go our way. I'm not gonna dwell so much on the things that have already been shared to her to save time. Is we need to also look at your childhood. Many of us, we have this thing of, I've seen parents do that. They will say to the child, no, you can't go to school without your shoes shining. But you do not realize that you setting such things that it may be a good thing in terms of teaching the child excellency and things like that. It's going to affect the child when they become adults, because they go into the world with the shoe shining might represent other aspects of their lives, and they now want to be praised. And when things don't go their way, or they don't meet certain expectations, even if it's not of mommy, but of the boss, of themselves and whatever, they're hard on themselves, why not say to the child, our principles here at home is you should go to school with your shoes shining. Also allow days where you say to the child, you know what, today we are bending the rules. It's okay even if you don't shine your shoes. Let's see how it feels. I'm just using that analogy to help people understand. So our upbringing, if you ask my lady, there is a possibility that things were done, especially things were done in a very strict manner, that when you now have to adjust to things that are beyond your control, it becomes a struggle. And this can become a problem even when you are having children, because you are going to give what you have. And you will be experiencing a child who's got that resistance. Such people are given children who are very stubborn. You'll be like, okay, okay, go to, okay, pudi, because the child is coming with a new generation, and like, I'm not gonna take that, mommy. I'm not gonna take that, daddy. Right? And so we need to understand that. Last but not least, I struggle with, I can't say I struggle. I'm experiencing clients who come to my practice and who are so anxious that even when our appointment is 12 o'clock, 11:15, they're already by my door. And me, and I'm not there. Where are you? Where are you? See how bad it is. It affects other people. It's not about you. It's also about the people around you and how you might negatively affect or bring out the energies. And once I pick up, even before I experience this person in the initial session, when I sit down with them, before I induct them in how the sessions are going to go, I say, this is what I'm picking up. 45 minutes before the actual appointment, you're already here and you are calling me, asking me how I am. And I then set the boundaries for that person. I said, that is unacceptable. Right? You see how that can go. And so it makes other people anxious. I also have children who come into the sessions brought by their parents who are anxious. So when you are anxious, you bring up an anxious child who is now going to struggle with mental health, because the child will say, I watched a particular thing, or I did this. And you find that when the child is telling you the mistake that they made, it's not even a big mistake. It doesn't even warrant the world crumbling, but the world of the child is crumbling. And I will say, Nana, I need to talk to mommy, or I need to talk to dad. And I will find that the parent is the one who has that anxiety as a problem and they need help. And I said to them, before I can help the child, go through counseling yourself. Otherwise, we are going to have a problem. This child will resist you even after I have helped them. And so I say to people, the example that I would like to give would be, I'll say to the person who's anxious, are you saying you are anxious? Okay, are you saying you want things to be in your control? He says yes. Then I'll ask them, are you in control of the price of any item at Woolies? They say, no. Okay. Are you in control of what the market, the rent in terms of the ratings and everything like that? Are you in control of that? Are you in control of the bread price? Okay. Are you in control of of whatever that is happening on the road? No, I'm not in control. Then I say to them, okay, are you in control of, right, the food that you eat? Like, for example, you go to a restaurant. She says, no, yeah, I'm in control of the menu. I said, you are not in control of what was happening behind the scene. When that cloth fell on the floor, I'm not discouraging anyone from going to the restaurant, but I want to give the person an understanding of how they are not in control of billions of things that are happening in their lives, but yet they think they can be in control. I thank you.
Zezo, Zezo. And I think that's just exactly how we can close today's show. Thank you so much, Benice. Always coming with fire. And yeah, hey guys, what else can I say? Silap. Nonetheless, for me, I will say, guys, if you believe in God, walk with God, surrender what you can to Him, surrender all. That's very important. And the issue of timelines. In the Bible, there is precedence, and I always say that the Bible, you use it as a map of what God can do. And if you can find something there that He can do that you need in your life, then definitely it's possible. So there were timelines given to certain things in the Bible. And if you need timelines on your life, ask and you will receive. You will get to know the timelines. You will get to know when you're supposed to start. Because certain things are not new under the earth. Planting, reaping, all of these things are seasons that come and go. But then you just need the wisdom to then know the times and seasons. And that's where we are working in precision. And He says He has that wisdom. So let's seek that and be great. Nonetheless, I hope we have learned, we have grown today. I really appreciate all of you who have come. And let's live our lives the best way we can. Ask for help where we can. You can see Benice there if you need more. We have a number of coaches who come onto the panel. So do that. And yeah, for those who are joining us for the first time, thank you so much. We are Makoya Rundown. Do the follow, all the like and tap. And we have YouTube channel where yesterday's episode is premiering now on YouTube. So it will be coming out very, very soon. I think it should be around now, actually, no? Lee? Kawan, if I'm not mistaken. So we will also, 1 p.m. So we will also put as many episodes as we can, obviously being sensitive to certain information and whatever the case may be. And we appreciate you. Join us again weekday 20 past 10. We'll listen to Ask a Man, and then 11:30 we have our own segment, Talk to Me Ntwana, where we have conversations like these. And may I ask, do you guys want to, those who never got that opportunity, would you guys want to have this opportunity again, where you can share what preoccupies your mind? And if we can assist, we can assist you. If is indaba enkulu, we will just listen and just say, hey, inkulu le ndaba. Okay, I see Sister C saying please. Yes, please, Alexandria. Okay, great. LeeRoy, maybe then we can do it next week Tuesday, or you want to run with it Monday? I'm not sure.
No, we can actually like make a plan to actually have a set like day, so like where we actually say, guys, you can come through. So yeah, but then like maybe Tuesdays or Wednesdays. I don't know, but then like, yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll also leave it to the people. Let them say. Maybe then we have a day where we have these things where we can speak about this, so that everyone gets an opportunity to say and get an opportunity to get help if there is, so that we don't have to deal with all these anxious feelings while other children are living nice life, and they are overcoming these things. So yeah, let's go. So Tuesday is for guys, can you please not, you guys, I will change. LeeRoy, I want Monday and Wednesday now. If Tuesday is gonna be for tears, then.
Hey, my brother, me in tears now. Hey, dog. Hey, my G. I'm the fun guy of the house here, so now like you want to make me cry. What is that?
Yeah, no, it's fine, guys. I will then see you guys on Tuesday. Thank you so much. Sispale Sami, you shocked me today, but it is fine. I will think over it over the weekend. Hey, kuraf, guys. But in any case, enjoy your weekend, guys. We will see you on Monday, 10:20. Sizobalapa. Don't do anything that will land you on Ask a Man. And yeah. Any last words there, LeeRoy?
There's there's a thing by a very good friend of mine called Girl with the Gap. So her final words were, do not respond DMs. Your left hand is your friend. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great weekend.
Bye-bye, guys.